There's a lot to break down. Michelle, thanks for that report. Well, today, the Nevada legislature convened for another day in their special session. The legislature's interim finance committee is distributing more than $100 million of federal funding to some of the state's most underserved citizens. CARES Act funding will go towards things like education, food, and rent assistance. Well, the meeting happened earlier in the day before the legislature got back to work on the state's budget issues. Paul Nelson has more.
Yes.
The Interim Finance Committee met virtually this morning. It's distributing more than $100 million in federal funding to help Nevadans, including $30 million for rent assistance. The hold on evictions expires at the end of the month.
Now we'll have to look at, well, what's going to happen to those folks who haven't been able to pay their rent and still can't pay their rent, and how are we going to support them?
More than $75 million will go towards food support, including free and reduced lunches for kids. And educational funding will go towards broadband to help with distance learning.
These are kitchen table programs, every single one of them. Education, if your parents are in a nursing home, rental assistance, and food assistance.
These are dollars that are really going to help people, help people with housing, help people with food, help people with their education. So, this was a good morning in terms of getting federal dollars on the ground to help Nevada families.
The legislature is making progress on the budget. AB 3 deals with a big chunk of it that many call the Appropriations Adjustment Bill. Lawmakers say dealing with cuts during a special session is much different than a regular session.
You have to be very flexible, knowing that when something's ready to go, you get it done. And sometimes it takes a little longer, sometimes it's a little faster.
Lawmakers say some of the smaller bills have to pass first, making way for AB 3. They say both houses and parties are working well together to find solutions.
We're working in a bicameral, bipartisan fashion in this legislative building. It's been a really good process. I think people would be proud to see their legislators working together like this, and hopefully we'll come up with a solution that meets everyone's needs as best we can.
Covering the story, Paul Nelson, 2 News.
Today, the Senate unanimously passed SB 4. That makes temporary changes to public borrowing. Well, both houses passed a resolution asking the president and Congress to provide flexible funding for state, local, and tribal governments.
Now